So last year, I reviewed the Surface Laptop 4 from Microsoft. It was a very popular device on my channel in terms of views. If you didn't see it, I'll leave a link in the description below. But I was very curious and anxious to see what Microsoft had up its sleeve with the 2022 refresh. Yes, the Surface Laptop 5. Now, a lot of people were disappointed upon the announcement a couple of weeks ago when they announced this Laptop 5. No AMD variant, no high refresh rate on this one. We're going to get into all that in the full review, but first let's find out what you get inside the box. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my unboxing and first look at the brand new Surface Laptop 5, all new for 2022. Coming up.
Now, before we get to the unboxing, I just want to let everyone know, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Microsoft. I'm not being sponsored by Microsoft. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own. Microsoft is not getting copy approval. That means you're seeing this video for the first time, just like you. Now, this unit was purchased with my own money. I did not receive a review unit from Microsoft. And here's what's new with the Surface Laptop 5. 12th Gen Intel processors, no more AMD model. There's a new Sage colorway, that's the one I have here. Finally get Thunderbolt on this, faster LPDDR5 RAM, and there's no option for a higher refresh rate. And what's not so new, it still has the same big bezels around the display, has only a 720p webcam, same dimensions and weight as last year's model, same battery capacity, and same whisper quiet keyboard that we know and love. The Surface Laptop 2. The Surface Laptop 5 comes in two different sizes, 13.5 inches is what we have here today, and a bigger 15-inch laptop. Both share the same DNA in terms of the specs. Both have pretty much the same CPU options and so forth, but we'll concentrate on the 13.5 inch today, but everything we talk about more or less applies to that 15-inch as well. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, starting price of $999, but there is a student, teacher, and military discount that can bring it down to a starting price of $899.99. Again, for those interested, I'll drop a link in the description below for more information and where you can buy one.
Okay, folks, we have the new Surface Laptop 5 here in a new color for 2022. It's called Sage Green. Let's get it out of the box. Don't need the knife once again. It does have a tab. So holding it for the first time feels a little bit of heft to it, okay, but I think it's gonna have the same dimensions, same weight as last year. You get some documentation, some warranty information, yada, yada, yada. We've seen all this crap before. You can put that to the side. And then of course we get the power charger. So let's see which one we get on this one. So this one is going to be 65 watts. And one of the interesting things is that this has an extra USB port, which is always good. USB-A, could charge your phone, stuff like that. That's pretty much what you get in the box. And then of course we get the unit itself. Just take the wax paper off. We don't need to be so gentle with it. And there she is. And this is the Sage Green, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like a grayish green color. It's actually nicer than I thought it would be. It's a little subdued. It looks pretty nice. Now, you can see the fit and finish. It's an all-metal design. Once again, very premium, very high-end. I'm a big fan of the way this feels in the hand, way it looks. Now, when it comes to the ports, you get a USB-A port, a Thunderbolt 4 port, USB-C. This is the first time we're going to get Thunderbolt on a Surface laptop, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, something you don't get on the Surface Pro 9 this year. And then of course, on this side is a Surface Connect port, and that's it. Let's see if we can open it with one finger. You can. And I gotta tell you, this sage green color is absolutely gorgeous. And I love the Whisper Quiet keyboard. I've loved these keyboards in each iteration. They seem to just get better with time, and this one is no exception. It feels really good. I also like the really nice size touchpad here. It's a precision touchpad. It's a glass touchpad. Really, really good stuff here. Now, one of the things you're going to notice, you won't notice it yet, is the thick bezels around the display. Now, I was hoping here in 2022 we would get nicer, thinner bezels. I'm going to turn it on in a moment. We'll get a better look at it. We also get an HD webcam, not a full HD. So they did not upgrade the webcam this time around. A little bit disappointing, as I mentioned in a previous video. And there's no AMD variant, as I mentioned, so we'll talk more about that soon. And there's no high refresh rate. You don't get 165 hertz dynamic refresh rate like you do on its sibling, the Surface Pro 9. Let's turn on this display. Let's see how it looks. This is the look at the display, and as you can see, a glossy display, and it has pretty thick bezels, as you can see all around. Not an improvement this year, and it can go as far back as you see here. Good hinges, it seems pretty sturdy.
Now, as far as the display itself is concerned, I have the 13.5-inch pixel sense display on it, 2256 by 1504, and for those keeping score, that's 201 pixels per inch. And yes, it is a 3:2 aspect ratio. It does support Dolby Vision IQ. It does have 10-point multi-touch. It is covered in Gorilla Glass 5 if you get the metal finish keyboard, which is what I have here, and Gorilla Glass 3 on any of the others that have the Alcantara keyboard finish. Now, as far as the 15-inch, that would have a resolution of 2496 by 1664, but otherwise would be the same display other than that little change in resolution between it and the smaller 13.5-inch. And as I mentioned earlier, no option for a higher refresh rate. A little bit disappointing here in 2022, especially since the Surface Pro 9 does give you that Pixel Sense Flow display with that dynamic refresh rate up to 120 hertz. But as far as the display itself is concerned, it's pretty excellent. Really deep blacks, good vibrant colors, good coverage of the color gamut, good color accuracy. I'll bring you all the metrics in that upcoming full review. But suffice it to say, this is an excellent panel for watching Netflix, Amazon, YouTube. It really is great for consuming media. I have no issues with it, other than the fact that the bezels are a little bit too thick. And the other thing to keep in mind is, since it is a 3:2 aspect ratio, and you're watching things that are optimized for, say, 16:9, you will notice black bars on the top and the bottom. Not a big deal, you get used to it, but something to bear in mind. And as I mentioned, it does support 10-point multi-touch, which is really convenient, especially to navigate through the OS. And it does have pen support. It does work with the Surface Pens of the past, and it does work with the Surface Slim Pen 2 that I'm using now. So this is the front-facing camera on the Surface Laptop 5, brand new here for 2022. Unfortunately, they did not upgrade this camera. It's still 720p or HD, as opposed to what you get on the Surface Pro 9. That is a 1080p camera. You don't get it here. Kind of surprising and a little bit disappointing here in 2022, where a lot of these brands have moved to a 1080p camera, and Microsoft, which is a flagship device here, the Surface, let's be honest, flagship to lead the way to these OEMs that really they look to, really should be having a much better camera here. And I'm really disappointed they didn't upgrade it here this year. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. It is an IR camera, so you can log in with face recognition with Windows Hello. Again, let me know about the video quality. Let me know about the audio in that comment section below.
Now, if you want to get inside this laptop to upgrade it, you can. There's an SSD slot that is accessible if you can get inside. You still have to go to a Microsoft certified technician to get inside. But if you can, there is upgradable SSD. Now, the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. The good news is they're going with a faster LPDDR5 RAM this time around, which is an improvement over last year's Surface Laptop 4. The Wi-Fi card and the Bluetooth are going to be soldered in. Of course, that's not going to be user upgradable. We're looking at Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.1 from what I understand. So what do you think about the Surface Laptop 5? Now, this is the sage green color, as we talked about. Really nice color, actually. I do give them credit for that. It only comes in the all metal. You don't get it with the Alcantara in terms of this new color. But as far as the laptop itself is concerned, like I said in my impressions video when they announced this device, I'm a little disappointed. No AMD variant this year, no high refresh rate this year that we were hoping for, and there's no higher resolution camera on this. They still are going with a HD camera, not a full HD camera. A little bit disappointing, especially for 2022 when a lot of people are working from home or in a hybrid work environment. So kind of curious as far as that decision is concerned. But I've got a lot of testing to go through on this. Of course, the keyboard is that Whisper Quiet keyboard, one of my favorites. I love the minimalist design here. I love the 3:2 aspect ratio. I kind of wish the bezels were a little bit thinner, as I mentioned in previous iterations. Again, not the greatest when it comes to that, but that Pixel Sense display does look pretty nice so far. Again, no high refresh rate, kind of a little bit disappointing, of course. You do get that with the Surface Pro 9. And for those wondering, yes, I do have a simultaneous video released with this on the unboxing and first look at both versions of the Surface Pro 9, Intel and ARM. Link will be in the description below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.